Going live in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today? It is a wonderful Sunday morning here. It's about 10 a.m. I actually don't know exactly what time it is because I don't have a clock anywhere in my room anymore. And I can't see my computer thing because the monitor that I have my main taskbar on that has the clock on it, currently has Frogger running on it. ZR, welcome in. Gonna lurk? Absolutely, no problem at all. I'm just testing to make sure stuff's working out. Looks like it is. I think we're all set up. I don't think I have to do much setup today, for once. I tested the video, I tested the audio, I tested my controller working. I think we're good. For once, every once in a while. This is why I like PS2s, actually. Because the PS2, there's no weird setup stuff. There's no oh, you gotta do this and this and this. No, it just fucking works, man. It just works. Stream element spot running. You love to see that. Alright. But anyway, all that being said, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, or are having a wonderful weekend. And we still got a day left. Still got a nice, beautiful day left. I will admit this is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. Partially because I have some other plans, and partially because this game is... wow. I did some test runs of this the other week, just to see if it was going to work alright. And it's going to work fine. But man, this game is fucking rough. Dwalna. Hello, ZR. Hope you're doing alright, man. Anyway. Yeah, so for a little bit of backstory, actually, you know what? Why don't we do a little bit of backstory on this game? Because I believe this is the first Frogger game, and I believe that this Frogger game inspired a whole other group of sequels and a whole bunch of other Frogger games that came after it. Yeah, Frogger, also called Frogger He's Back, is an action video game of Konami's 1981 arcade game of the same name, as developed by Sony Computer Entertainment. Sony Computer Entertainment's SCE, which is also just Sony Computer Entertainment, Cambridge studio, and published by Hasbro Interactive in November 1997. So basically right after I was born. This started a whole bunch of sequels. We got Frogger, we got Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge, we got Frogger the Great Quest, we got Frogger 3D, we got Frogger Returns all the way out in 2009. That's a Wii game. Frogger 3D being a 2011 game, and I don't think that it's related. Or at least in the same series. Obviously it's the same mascot. Yeah, this game's hard for anybody who's never seen it before. Like I said, let me go off on a little tangent here. I thought I hallucinated this game for several years. I convinced myself that I had just dreamt about this game once, and it was just a dream that had gotten stuck in my head. Because when I was younger, I did have dreams that repeated themselves a lot. And so I just thought that this was one of those dreams that had gotten stuck in my head, and I just was thinking about Frogger because we could never find the disc. The disc, I don't know if we lost it when we moved out here or what, but it was just really, really strangely. Also, I don't know why the camera's flickering like that. That's mildly annoying though. It was a strangely esoteric. Actually, let me fix my camera real quick. I'll keep talking though. The USB cable that I'm using, I think it's starting to go out, so I'm just going to do it over the Wi-Fi. That should be fine. Just going to be a little bit more ghosting and latency. But yeah, so I remember playing this game when I was younger, but I thought that I had made it up. Because we could never find the actual copy of the game that we had. So, I thought that I had just dreamt this game up for years, because I had dreams about it at some point, because this game is insanely hard. And I'm sure that I played it for hours and hours and hours, and I think I actually managed to beat it, or get close to beating it, but it's an incredibly difficult game. The camera controls are crap, the actual controls are decent, but there's some other issues that I'll get into when we get into the game. I played a little bit the other day just to make sure the disc was working, because I picked up this disc from my local game store. Here's the box. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the front cover or the it doesn't have the front cover or the manual, although those might be one and the same in this case, because there's just nothing there. So the front cover insert may have also been the manual. but I don't know where the manual is for this. I don't think this one came with a manual. There was a version that did have a manual, but also this was $7 and the other one was like 14 or something. Because complete in box is always more expensive. I really do hate collectors. Old man continues to stream. All I can think about is that SpongeBob episode with the trading cards. Where SpongeBob gets addicted to trying to like find this one trading card of Mermaid Man. And it just, the trading card is like holographic and animated and it just says, buy more cards! That's all I'm thinking of. How you doing, Alex? Hope you're doing alright. But yeah, so anybody who doesn't know, this basically kicked off like probably 3 or 4 different, sequel games. Like this started like a whole series of Frogger games that came out in the early 2000s. Which I would not be opposed to trying to play, although there's a lot of them and they're not all good. In fact, most of them are pretty bad. I played the Game Boy Advance one and that was not good. Or one of the Game Boy Advance ones, I think there was 2 of them. I think there was an ad for the second one in the first one, which was really dumb. But also, it's Hasbro, who's just a bunch of greedy, money-grubbing assholes, so... It is what it is. Anyway, why don't we get into the game? Not take any more time on this than we need to. Oh. Apparently I changed my, my stinger when I wasn't looking. Hold up. That's my stinger. Let's fucking go. Also, I need to fix my camera anyway. So give me a sec. This right here needs to be moved back out here. I think that'll do. Alright, back over. Oh, I'm hearing double drum beats. Don't like that. Alright. So this is Frogger, guys. This is Frogger. This game exists. It came out. I remember this animation very vividly. Yeah, they really did try hard. They were like, what if we bring back Frogger and make him... Because this was... You gotta remember, guys, this was the late 90s, right? This came out in 1997. This was the era of the mascot platformer. Okay, this was 3D mascots, or 3D platformers with mascots that they tried to make really iconic and unique for the console, just like Mario was. Alright, so I don't have a memory card in. And yes, I just hit the play button and it immediately dumped me into a level. So why don't we try Retro Level 1? These are literally just remakes of the original Frogger levels. And for anybody who's never seen an original Frogger level, this is basically what it looked like, except imagine it in like 1980s arcade graphics, which looked significantly worse. Well, worse isn't even a thing, they're definitely more stylized. So we're gonna run into a couple issues here. One, I just wasn't paying attention and forgot that the turtles there were the ones that sink. Two, this game runs on a tile-based system. But it also is incredibly hard to control. Because the tile-based system also applies to all of these moving objects, which means that if you, like, aim for the first turtle there, a lot of the time you're still going to hit the second turtle simply because the game thinks you moved too far past that tile. So, that was the first issue that I noticed. The same issue that the Pokemon games have. The new Pokemon games, and I guess Let's Go to some extent. Or not, yeah, Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl really had this issue, though. Where they were basically, like... So they were a 3D game, but they were still running on a tile-based system. That was just my fault for being a fucking idiot. Try it again. By the way, to get to the next level in any of these, you have to get all of the frogs in the level without hitting a game over. If you hit a game over, you have to start all the way over from scratch. So this is a game that is about a massive amount of trial and error, effectively. Yeah, you see what that was? I should have probably landed on that log, and the game was just like, nope, you don't get to go there. So this game feels a little bullshit sometimes. And I know, you can say like, yeah, sure, it's my fault. Sure, it is. Because I don't understand this game that well. Or at least how this game functions on a basic level. But also, everything starts speeding up after this level. At least in the retro levels. But yeah, this is basically what original Frogger was like, except obviously it wasn't 3D assets, it was 2D shit. I wish YouTube streams would automatically start if you're already on it. I thought they did. Shows you how often I actually tune into YouTube streams, but I also don't tune into them. I usually tune in the middle of them. I'm usually not, like, actively looking for the beginning of a stream. Hello, Johansson. It's very nice to see you here. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. Or at least starting to feel better. Gotta keep recovering, man. COVID's a mess. Let's just get the red one. So I'm gonna do this retro level and maybe the next one, and then we're gonna swap over to the new levels, because the new levels are a whole other mess. The game's kind of a train wreck as far as level design goes. Anyway, yeah, so you get all the frogs. Congrats, you beaten the level. You go to the next level. By the way, when you go to the next level, it starts you with the same amount of lives that you had in the first level. When you left, which means I think I have 1 life left. Anyway, welcome to Frogger. I have vivid memories of this game as a kid. But I swore that I made it up for years. It's so fucking bizarre to be like, yeah, this actually exists, and I have it now. Again. Also, the point system is like... The point system feels so superfluous in this game. It feels so unnecessary. I don't know why they put the gators there, because it really doesn't matter if you get the gator. Or if you jump onto the gator in that particular instance, because you're going to be picking up the frog regardless of what you do, which ends the level. There we go. I was gonna say, that's not all of them, is it? I'm a little bit better in this game than I thought I was, then. Yeah, that was my bad. Arcade games, what will you do? It's a classic, isn't it? It really is. But I have vivid memories of, like, this particular version of this game, because this isn't the original Frogger, obviously. This is a 3D, this is like a 3D version of the game. But it's very much designed as an arcade game. Which is good, honestly. Like, I can't imagine them trying to design Frogger in some other way. Then again, I also played exactly that, which was a Frogger action-adventure game that wasn't very arcade-feeling on the Game Boy Advance. So I don't know what to say there. This level is really disorienting, because look at what happens when you go around these bends on the logs. I think that the movable camera, I think that having a camera that can rotate was a horrible idea, personally. I think that that fucked up this game really bad. Yeah, no, this particular game, not Frogger, not the original Frogger. I have vivid memories of this game as a kid, but I thought that I made them up because we could never find the CD. We could never find the CD that actually had this game on it when I was a kid. Which was strange. Because it had to have happened, we had to have lost it when we moved out here. Which, like, that happened when I was, like, 7. So of course I'm not going to remember it, because I just, like, wasn't paying attention and wouldn't have thought about this game, you know? There we go. Get that one up. But yeah, this game is mildly disorienting. And also, it's very... There's a couple issues with it. So, a top-down camera is fine, but honestly, they should have zoomed the camera out more so you can actually see more of what's happening. I think they were concerned about not having Frogger at the center of the screen really big, which is just a bad thing to be concerned about, frankly. But yeah, like this game, it's okay. It's not bad. But man, dude, it's fucking disorienting at times. Look at that shit. So you can hop over cars in this. Problem is, it's very difficult. I don't know, has anybody ever played this game? Does anybody even, like, remember this game? Or am I just remembering something from my childhood that is just, like, so bad and weird and esoteric? Now, I will note that a lot of the reviews that I read for this game came from the time period when the game released. Which means that you're missing... A lot of these people have never played 3D games before. Not that this is necessarily a good 3D game, but... Yeah, you can also just get run over. You can jump or you can get run over. It doesn't really matter which, honestly. Do whatever you feel like. The controls are a little bit wonky, though. Hey, we got a frog. Let's go. This one? Not this one, really? Yeah. This game feels really weird. I don't, like, know why or how we got this game when I was a kid. Like, I'm genuinely confused on how we managed that one. I do have to say the music kind of slaps, though. It's just some, like, MIDI files, but it's actually, like, well mixed. It feels nice. It's good to listen to. I don't know how well you guys can hear it, how good the mix is. Alright, we'll try this a couple more times, but long story short, yeah, every time that we game over, we have to go get all of the frogs again. I don't even know where all the frogs are in this level. But the goal is, you get all 5 of the different colored frogs in any level, and then the game's over. Bird up. By the way, that just kills you for some reason. I wanted to show that off, because I have no idea what the fuck you're supposed to do there. Yeah, like, it's not a bad concept for a game, but also... That's all I'm gonna say, just Yeah, like this? That's not disorienting at all. I almost hit the wrong button there because of that. There's that stork, right? I think you're supposed to jump on him. Yo, what's up, Walker Pierce? Hey, we got one. Okay, so that's one. I saw the other one down below. Anyway, Walker Pierce, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a good weekend. But yeah, you can see where, like, Frogger starts sliding around between the tiles because there's only, like, 2 spaces, quote-unquote, where he can actually, like, land. By the way, everything in here is D-pad. You don't have analog stick controls in this game. This game came out before the DualShock 1 did. Which makes it very, very old. And not very good in most instances. Bird up. Welcome to the worst stream on the internet. Welcome to Bird Up. I'd love to be known as the worst stream on the internet. That's a fucking high honor. I don't know what to say other than that. Like, it's a high honor for me. To be known as something that is so awful. Like, not as like a, hey, this is like... you know, terrible, like, I'm an awful human being, or these streams are, like, actually insulting to people. Just to be shit. Yeah, like, you see that shit? What the fuck was that? I remember an homage to in a children's educational game we had back then about collecting notes for the frogs mating song. Oh no. I was asleep, which is why I'm late. That's okay. You don't have to explain why you're late, Walker Pierce. It's okay. Hey, bud. Alright, so that's 2 frogs. We know where frog 3 is. The orange one. So we're missing red and I think pink. No, sorry, we got the purple pink one. I don't know what we're missing. This is always the scary part about this game, like actually like being on the road. Okay, there's the green one. Cool. So that's 4. So we gotta find the last one and also not die during any of this because I think we're about to game over. This game is very, very difficult. And I did not beat a level when I was test playing the other night for like a half hour, other than the retro levels. I don't know if I ever managed to beat its hard version as a kid. Now I'm tempted to look for an ISO. Go for it! You never know what crazy shit you'll find on the internet. Some of it's actually useful or entertaining. Why are the turtles... I feel like these turtles are moving a lot slower. Then again, maybe it's just like the further along you get, the faster... Yeah, that's it. The further along this chain you move, the faster the turtles are. Oh, come on. It didn't let me jump in time. Then again, I was just like mashing right, so maybe I just got caught in the animation of actually jumping along. He straight up disintegrated that baby. Yeah, nobody said Frogger didn't commit war crimes. I'm actually kind of impressed that they managed to get, like, the... Sorry, I've got some phlegm stuck in my throat. I'm kind of impressed that they managed to get the model to, like, tilt right on these planes. How'd you like that juke, huh? That's 4. And there's a 5th one, and I have no idea where it is. I don't know where the red one is. At all. This music slaps, though. It's a nice little, like, jazzy vibe. I can dig it. I was facing the wrong way. So you can rotate the camera, but you can't rotate Frogger. Which is kind of a shame, honestly. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit here for a minute, because I want that one up, even though it means that we're not gonna be able to find anything else here. There we go. It's a good little groovy vibe for a Sunday morning, honestly. I wouldn't mind having, like, an album of sort of this sort of jam. I mean, I kinda do. I have Cassiope, which is Japanese jazz fusion. And we still timed out instead of dying to the frog, or to the water. We died to the frog, yes. Alright, so I mean, I guess next question is, we get over here. And we wait a sec. By the way, this is the first level in Lily Isles. Which means the levels get harder. Just saying. That was that one. The next 3 streams are just fucking Frogger. If you really want me to play Frogger for, like, 3 streams, sure, I'll play Frogger. We're just gonna sit up here and do a little wander. You don't think there's 2 different, there's 2 different birds that do different things, right? By the way, we game overed, which means we've got to do all this over again now. Very fair game. Very easy game. Why are you dying so much? It's easy. I'm very happy to have found this game again, and I think this game was a massive, like... I think this game was a massive influence as to finding, like, my pain tolerance for video games. Between this and, like, Dark Souls, which was years later, obviously, but... I think that these games were, like, very much important to, like, me finding my pain tolerance for a game. The time limit is definitely the hardest part, because it means that you have to rush, which means you're going to make mistakes. Especially when you were seeing, like, you have to, like, almost jump ahead of time in order to make sure that you get on a, in order to make sure that you get on something that's moving. Because it's almost always going to throw you off in the wrong direction. Get the super tongue, I guess. a nice little groove, though. I like it. Alright. So we got some 1-ups. We can go get the other 1-up, I guess, this next run. Even though it takes some time, I think it's worth it. What's the next shortest one? I guess the Stork? The next shortest one without any risk would be the Stork. Yes, there's multiple sequels to this game. There's a PS2, like, they tried to turn Frogger into a whole series. Like, there's a Game Boy Advance game that I very much remember playing when I was a kid. And there's at least one Game Boy Advance game that I remember playing when I was a kid, and there's some other stuff. What happened to the auto hop, man? I don't know how to activate it. Like, is there like an activation button, or does it just happen? But yeah, there were several sequels. There was some console ones and some handheld ones. They like made this into a whole series. I would love to actually get a hold of a bunch of the fucking Frogger games and start playing them. It feels like a game that I would boot up on a day when I wouldn't normally stream and just be like, alright, cool, I'll stream this. Alright, so there's the green boy. Splat. Yes, it just splat. By the way, you guys can technically see more of the camera than I can right now, or more of the screen than I can right now, because I've got my camera set up in front of the I've got my camera tripod set up in front of my screen. So I'm missing like the left corner of the screen, the bottom left corner. It let me jump and then it just didn't. It also apparently gave me super hop for some reason. I have to say, this game's UI is very weird. Okay, why didn't the down button work? You know what, fuck it. Goodbye. Alright, we'll try this one more time and we'll see where we get to. By the way, you can do 4-player split-screen racing in this game. Like, you can race to see who does the level the fastest. Maybe we'll beat the game today, maybe. We're not beating this game. I'm already well aware that we're not beating this game. I refuse to spend that much time on stream playing fucking Frogger. I have other games that I want to play, and I'm already spending a ton of time playing Death Stranding over the next several months at the very least. You know? Wild. Alright, we don't even need to go in there. Just use his tongue to grab it behind, or from, around the wall. Alright, so that's that one done. But you can also make Frogger croak, and I don't remember which button it is, and I'm afraid to hit it. Okay, there it is. Circle. I don't know what croaking does. I don't know if it does anything useful, or if it's just there because they wanted to put an extra button there to do a thing. Yeah, I definitely, like... I will admit that my memory for this game is, honestly, as far as I can tell, pretty accurate. Although I remember a lot more of the later levels, which I'm confused about because I don't know how the fuck Kid Me managed to get through this game that far. That was a little close. World's biggest Frogger streamer. I don't know if anybody else is streaming this game. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure somebody has streamed this game. I'm sure there's, like, some sort of speedrun community for this game or something. But, like... I cannot imagine people sitting there and going like, yep, I'm gonna stream Frogger. I say that while I'm doing exactly that, but you guys know what I mean. Yeah, you see how the game tries to, like, move you onto one of the tiles if you try and jump and, like, only half hit it? It's a little bit annoying. The sound isn't annoying at all. Alright, so there's purple. So we know where orange is, but we still don't know where red is. I feel like croaking causes small frogs to croak to give you a hint where they are. You know what? That's a good fucking point, Walker Pierce. Thank you for that suggestion, actually. I'm just gonna listen to the game now. Congrats, you've gotten the stream. You've figured out how to get streamers to shut up. Tell them there's audio cues for things they need to listen to. Or for that matter, just go listen to a speedrunner. Or watch a speedrunner, because they'll definitely shut the fuck up. I don't know, let's test it with the orange frog. Oh, what the fuck? You can't see them. It's part of the problem. You have to, like, jump and then wait. Just in case you have to hop. But yeah, that would make sense. Unfortunately, I don't have the game manual, so I can't really confirm that that's what it is. But yeah, that would totally make sense, Walker Pierce. Remember, kids, look both ways before you're crossing the road. Unless you're Frogger, apparently, in which case you really can't. Okay, that's exactly what it is. Thank you, Walker Pierce. Thank you for that hint. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have figured that out. I'm trying to think where the last one will be. Do we have... Oh, is the big Frogger supposed to be like 5 lives? Because that is the worst way to communicate that I could think of. Of course, now you can't hear anything over the fucking birds. The time limit really does just make these levels, like, feel so arcadey. Like, you're definitely going to die on them because, well, for one, if your inputs come out right even, you still might end up fucking up because you're probably gonna rush. Which, you know, I mean, like, sure, if you're trying to pad out a game's length, I don't think it's a bad way to do it, but I think that a lot of these... This is a weird game, game design-wise. Yeah, like, what the fuck was that? This is a weird game design-wise, because this is well past the era where a lot of games were doing that sort of arcadey style approach. Like, they were starting to move away from having, like, really arcade-style games where you're meant to die repeatedly and go through the same shit forever, just to pad out the length of the game, and people started just putting more content in games. So it's very interesting to see this game doing that still. Also, this is not disorienting at all. Yeah, it's hot cold with frogs, exactly. Nice. That was my fault for not being turned the right way, but also there's no way to rotate Frogger without actually having him move. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, I have no idea where the fuck this thing is. Also, you get points for hopping. I feel like that's not right. We're zooming. I genuinely don't know where this last one will be, even. Arcade-style Dark Souls. I mean, I'm sure that's been done before. It's just boss rushes. That's what that is. It's just the boss rush parts of those games. Also, Frogger just dies because I don't know, he's been on this earth too long. So why do they bother letting you hop around on that island? I'm just trying to figure out what the hell, like, where is this last one? Look up a player's guide. I don't know if this game got a player's guide. This is also our last life, by the way, so we're gonna have to redo all of this. Mating season is over. It, in fact, is over. Alright, you guys heard it here. Pack it up. I'm wondering, I mean, I know how we got the term mating. It's just because it's, like, it's mate. Like, mate. They're finding mates. Yeah, like I jumped there and it still hit me. Which that feels like bullshit. How much you want to bet? Alright, hold up. Let me look this up. I hate looking shit up for games like this, but also... Also, I don't know how the fuck we're gonna be able to do this. I found a 2003 walkthrough on IGN, which is probably text-based. Oh, yeah. The good old shit. Hold up, let me, Control F. Scroll up a little bit here. 2-1. There, it's 1-5. Alright, so... Where's the red one? Follow the same route as in the green frog route, except instead of going into the first opening, go all the way west to the end of the road. From there, go north into the opening to get the red frog. Okay. Frogger! Yeah, what's up? What's up, Queen Rowlet? How you doing? Sorry, This game's confusing, and I don't feel like sitting here for ages, because whenever you game... Anybody who's never played this, the goal is there are 5 colored frogs in a level that you're trying to collect. I guess you're trying to, like, save the baby frogs or some shit, which means you apparently touch them and make them disintegrate like Thanos. But, this game in particular, like, basically, you have to walk around the level. If you touch anything you're not supposed to, you die. It doesn't control particularly well in some cases. You have a time limit where if you go over the time limit, you die, and when you game over, you have to restart the whole level from the beginning. Let's just go for Red Frog. Or not. Because I tried to jump and it didn't let me, because I was in the middle of another animation. I feel like some games were designed to push players to buy guides, like an archaic version of microtransactions. That's exactly what Donkey Kong Country was designed to do. All of the secrets in Donkey Kong Country are... Donkey Kong Country 1, I don't know about 2. They were so obscure and archaic that, like, you were never going to find them unless you were just, like, a 2-year-old running around in the game with no idea what's going on. How's the stream been, other than the game being confusing? Oh, it's fine. Stream's been good. I hope your subathon went well, or not subathon, your 12-hour marathon stream went well yesterday. I did see that you had some internet issues towards the end, and I'm sorry. I know that fucking sucks. Two Shoots has been having internet issues as well recently. He just hasn't had internet in his apartment. Yeah, like, I tried to jump, and I was turned in the wrong direction, so it doesn't matter what I did, Frogger wasn't jumping right. There's no way to rotate Frogger. But yeah, stream's been good. I'm good. I did some cleaning and feeling productive today. Hell yeah. Very nice. This is probably going to be a shorter stream, admittedly. I don't have a means to keep track of time right now, which is a slight problem, but I'm going to be playing this game for a little while and just vibing, and then some friends of mine wanted to go hang out. I really should do some cleaning, at the very least, like, vacuum my floors. I did dust my room yesterday. But I should probably, like, vacuum up my floors and, like, take care of that sort of stuff. The game visually just looks nostalgic. Oh, yeah, no, this game's, like, peak PS1 era, like, low poly, weird shaders, like, baked-in lighting. Yeah, like, I'm facing the wrong direction there and I couldn't do anything. I'm gonna keep dying there. It's really weird. Alright, so now we know where all the frogs are, at least. So I'm gonna at least try to do this first level of Lily Isles, and then maybe we'll move on to the next one. I just cleaned the bathroom. My room is a project I'm never in the mood to tackle. Fair enough. Yeah, my room's usually pretty clean, but yeah, I totally get, like, yeah, I'm not feeling up to doing this today. I just need to, like, vacuum the floors, which means I need to pick up a bunch of shit, like, not pick up, like, I need to, like, move furniture to get under it, basically. Like, my amp and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. Although I do need to see if somebody cleaned out the dishwasher, because I don't think anybody did, and I'm pretty sure we're out of forks. Uptime 42 minutes. Gotcha. Working on emote commissions now? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking die here. Adios. Alright. It is Frogger time. Again. You know, if I get really tired of this, I might boot up another PS1 game and we'll just goof off with that for a little bit. But I'm not feeling too tired of it yet. This game is definitely like a, it's a throwback sort of thing, you know? I wouldn't call my channel nostalgia bait, but I do end up playing a lot of older games simply because I like older games. Come on. Get the one up. There you go. That's a good Frogger. Why am I praising Frogger like he's a dog? I don't know. Speaking of, we still have the dog sitting, she's probably sitting on the rug. She really likes laying on the rugs in the house, and she's very confused as to why her owner is not here yet. Although he should be back later today. It's just like, she's just like an 11-year-old pincer mix, I believe. 5,000 points, okay. This is the sort of stuff that you do see in... There's the GBA Frogger game as well, or at least the one that I played. I don't even remember the name of it. I don't think we have that cartridge anymore. Or if we do, I'm not sure of where it is. Yeah. Speaking of emote commissions, I mean, like, obviously I can't do anything on my YouTube channel yet. At some point, I would like to do emote commissions instead of just screenshotting random crap and clipping it out and making it my emotes. Although that's fun. I like doing that on the Discord server because on the Discord server it feels a little bit less like a waste of space because you have more emote slots than you would potentially have on like a YouTube membership or anything. Okay, that's what auto hop does. Fucking hell. There's green. I'd like to get emotes done at some point. We'll have to see. I did have emotes done by my my buddy Rish, Mech Katana in the Discord server, who he does phenomenal art. Like, you'll see him in there all the time posting stuff like watercolors and just crazy shit. But yeah, I will say this game's like stuff like this, it's really cool, but having the camera rotate to face the same direction that Frogger's facing is really disorienting. Like, stupidly disorienting, actually. Just gonna follow this guy. Oh, you're supposed to grab that one up from over here. Got it. Fuck! You can't see them! There was a 3D Frogger on the 3DS. Yeah, 2011. I looked that up. I saw that when I was looking stuff up. I need to do more research into this stuff again. I found it was really fun to, like, have a little, like, semi-involved presentation to go through when I was doing these. Like, when I'd be like, alright, cool, this is Eminem's Shell Shocked, or this is, like, you know, Frogger or anything, and I'm just like, this game came out in this year, it was developed by this company. Excuse me. It was developed by this company that also did these other things. Yeah, like, what the fuck? What are you supposed to do there? You literally, like, it's almost impossible to react fast enough. Mind you, I have grabbed all the 1-ups in the level at this point, and I still have 3 lives, and I still don't know if I'm going to be able to get these last 2 frogs. You know what would be a real dick move? Is if when you finished a level... when you got a frog, it still took away the life. And you had like 5 lives, so you just had to perfect everything. What the fuck? I'm mad. That's really annoying, actually. But yeah, they keep, like, trying to reboot Frogger, because they're like, you know this classic thing that we enjoyed as kids and nobody really talks about anymore? I gotta tell you, aside from this game, I don't know if I heard anybody talk about Frogger when I was a kid. I have so many memories of playing 3D Frog Frenzy, which was a knockoff game on PC. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, like, when you're a kid, like, these sorts of simple games are great. Even when you're an adult, sometimes you just want something simple that you can just boot into. That's why I like doing this sort of stuff on stream. I'm scared now. Okay, that's bullshit. You all saw me jump. I was in the middle of the animation. Here comes the very difficult part of the game, which is perfectly timing jumps so that you get over everything and don't hit anything ever. Again, this is a problem that I tend to have with games that are just one hit, one death. Although, it's not always that big of an issue if the game has better checkpoint systems. But the problem is, it takes like half of your time to get up here, and you have a set number of lives. I don't mind when games are absurdly difficult. Anyway, I'm just gonna die here, I guess. I don't mind when games are absurdly difficult. With the stipulation that they let you fuck up as many times as you want. Need more FOV. Yes, they just need to zoom the camera out more. You need to be able to see more. You cannot react in that time. It is really difficult. You know, I was talking with a guy, the other day. Or actually, not, what am I talking about the other day? It was last night. It was a guy playing Clone Hero over on Twitch, and, it was a guy that I found through Deo's streams, actually, because Deo was watching him for a while. And honestly, he's super good at Guitar Hero. Like, it's really impressive watching him do his thing. But what was really funny about it was, what was really funny about it was, like, he just went, yeah, you know what? So I can't technically play all these songs on stream because he can't play any of the songs that were in the original Guitar Hero on stream. So because they were all covers of songs that already existed and you had to get licensing for them to be able to play them on stream. You're just like, I'm just gonna play them really fast. And so he's like, he just cranked up the speed on everything to 135% at least and just started playing through them. And I was just like, he was just like, I got tired of seeing that all these songs like didn't have anything on them. Okay, Red Frog gun. Gun, gun, done, gun, gun. I don't have a gun, I can't make a joke out of this. Red Frog done. This is gonna turn into one of those streams where I just, like, stop talking except in, like, really weird phrases. What the fuck? But yeah, I don't have a whole lot going on. I didn't do much yesterday at all. I swore I hit that button there, but it did not come out right. Yeah, the hard mission completed, except now we gotta go get the orange one, which is arguably as hard, if not more difficult. And also disorienting camera, go. Okay. I think this might be one of those games where I learned why I really like precise inputs and precise controls, because in this game, you kind of have to do that. If you don't do that, you just perish. I love that Z buffer issue that showed up there for a sec. Alright, so we need to get in. You know what part of the problem might be? I'm hearing a slight audio delay, and this happens a lot on my streams because I listen through the capture card. I'm hearing a slight audio delay, and it does tend to get a little bit worse occasionally. Alright, so now we just gotta go get the green one, and we've got 3 lives. That doesn't mean we're gonna do it, but it means that we might. Frog and Ring. I like Frog and Ring. It's gonna be some... I'm sure that's been somebody's, like, wedding, like, band. It's just, like, a frog. I'm sure somebody's done that. There's way too many people out there who just like frogs for that not to have happened. Let's go! We fucking did it! Next is Bow Wow Falls. I'm guessing this is going to involve a lot of dogs. Oh, okay, you just can't go that way. That's fine. Anyway, we've unlocked this level now, which is good. I have no idea what's up here, and you can't see shit, so we're just gonna have to go with it. Oh, there's Bow Wow Falls. Stonks! Yes. Oh god, the game's lagging really bad. Why is it lagging? Well, here's the classic levels again, I guess. Or that sort of vibe, at least. Can we get on the swan? Can I just, like... No, tongue isn't long enough for that. I guess we get on the swan. Oh! Ooh. Ooh. Oh, bro, it's Frogger. What's up, do you got? How you doing? It is, in fact, Frogger. Don't run me over. Don't run me over. Don't run me over. Why did I do that? I meant to hit up and then left, and it just didn't fucking work. I don't mind this, though. It's nice. These levels are just frustrating enough that when you get a new level, it's a refreshing change of pace, and it feels rewarding. Guess we're crossing here, huh? Or not, because this is going to take fucking forever to get a good run on. Yeah. We'll just run in there. Try it again with a full set of lives. Ooh. Our new high score is, ooh, it's breakfast time, so I'm just vibing and eating. Understandable. I don't need to see my high score for a level. High score is now held by, ooh... All of these scores are really low. But yeah, like, I remember that menu screen very vividly, and I was like, there's no way that there's a menu screen that looks like that in real life, and it turns out there is. Through the power of old jank. See, like, you can barely see the top there. You can barely tell if it's even safe to fucking cross. Shredded, yeah. I don't know. This is a fun game to look at. I like it. Let's go. By the way, if Frogger falls... Basically, if Frogger does anything except for hop 1 square forward, he dies. Frogger is very fragile. Oh, come on, please. Another log show up. Yeah, just fucked there. Just got fucked there. Alright, try it again. I hate this so much. Like, there is no way to accurately get across there consistently. Yeah. Speaking of breakfast, I should probably go cook food. Yeah, go get food. You're good, man. Go get yourself food. That's important. Yeah, there's, like, no way to accurately get across there. Or, like, consistently get across there, rather. And that's really, really frustrating. That was terrifying. Okay, cool, you just jump up. Neat. This is why I hate autonomous small robots. Why you gotta hit on Fogglewoop like that, man? He didn't do anything. What you got against Fogglewoop? Alright, so we found like 3 of them. I don't like Roombas. Oh, fair. Roombas are a whole other thing. Oh, no. I like the idea that this dog sees this dog-sized frog. Like, that's... You gotta think, those are, like, pit bulls or some shit, and this frog is the size of a pit bull. And this frog just, like... this dog just like, nope, fuck it, I'm eating it, man. So we know the location of 3 of the frogs so far. Gotta figure out where the other 2 frogs are. You would think that there's one over here, but I can't see any. It's a very, like... You know what I like about this? They actually do, like... I hate the timer because it takes away from the exploration part of the game, but also, I guess it does add some sense of pressure, which they probably kind of wanted. Again, my bad. I still don't get why hopping gives you points. Yes, technically you're doing a thing in the game, but, like... It's a weird thing to, like, be... like, getting points for, to be rewarded for. Bizzo Buffo, the largest frog to have lived. That's Jeff Bezos' frog. Nope. That's not a good sound. One sec, guys. Be right back. Sorry about that. I heard something crashed and I want to make sure it was okay. It's fine. Nothing happened. Also, I don't know why the playlist is off. That was weird. Sorry about the no music for that entire bit. Yeah, no, everything's fine. My parents just got back and my mom dropped her e-cig. And then I let the dog out because the dog really wanted to go. So we're for anybody who doesn't know, hi. First of all, it's just swapping over to face cam. Cheers. For anybody who doesn't know, we're babysitting, we're dog sitting my neighbor's dog for the day, or for the weekend, and they're supposed to come back some point today, but she's just really lost because she's always with her owner, like basically always, and so she's a little confused. Yeah, we got the Beppis. But she's a little bit confused, and so we're letting her out to go check on her own house because it's right across the road and she can at least look at it. But she keeps whining that she wants to go back out and like look at it more. And she tried to just like lay in the grass and hang out, and I'm like, look, it's hot, and also I'm streaming right now. I can't do this. I should probably put a memory card in so we don't have to do this forever. But like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna forget that this game exists after playing it. I've had my fun. The speedrun of this game is probably incredible. Oh, probably. It probably looks amazing. There's so many precise inputs in this game that you have to do, and there's such weird timings that if you actually manage them, a lot of the time it's, like, really amazing. There's also apparently some RNG associated with the dogs that I'm noticing. Yeah, the dogs. I tried to get the dog to sit in here, so you guys could see her for a minute, but she really doesn't like it in here. She doesn't like hardwood floors. She's always grown up on carpet, and it like freaks her out when she's on hardwood. That's why she just like only lays on carpet, because it's more comfortable to her. She like feels like she's there, like she belongs there. Yeah, she's very, very lost right now though, confused because her owners aren't around. That works. Not having a memory card made this game hell. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it would have. It's... like, I definitely had memory cards for this game. I don't know if I ever actually plugged them in, because I was frankly kind of stupid as a kid. Not like we all weren't a little stupid, but... specifically with video game stuff, I made things harder on myself. A lot more than I needed to. That's weird. I mean, it makes sense. It's just an animation, right? What the dog's doing? Oh, no. She's fine. She's just, like, really just weirded out at the moment. But, like, my neighbor couldn't keep her because they were going away for like, the weekend. My neighbor's mom couldn't do it, and their step-parents were out. And that's basically... everybody that could have watched over them, so we just ended up taking care of them. She's okay though. She's just kind of laying down. She's just hanging with my mom for the most part. This lags the fuck out of this game. I don't know why. There's a balloon over there. Wonder if that has anything to do with anything. You know what I do like about this game? The cars are all color-coded, so that they're not all, like, not every car that's the same color is the same speed, but every car that is a similar color, or that is the same color in the same, like, lane or level will have the same speed. I like that a lot. Bird up. Alright, I need you to make that cycle one more time, homie. Let's go! Last second. Dog! Yeah, she's a little, like... I don't even know what exactly she is. She's definitely a mod of some kind, I think. It's like a Rottweiler pincer mix or something. Who put these lawnmowers here? Seems like a non-OSHA certified thing to do. You don't have your PPE on? Fuck you doing, man? Okay, so that's 3 frogs. We know where the orange frog is, but we still gotta find, again, the red frog is the one that we're missing. Bird up, yeah. By the way, that last jump wasn't there to just scare you guys. The game just decided I wasn't gonna get that input. Alright, one more. One more. That we don't know where it is. So, I have no idea where the fuck this thing is. I vote we ride the turtles. It's definitely gonna kill us, though. Ride the Turtles sounds like a really shitty ripoff of, like, a fucking surfer movie from the 70s. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, that's just dead. Anti-lawnmower PPE. We gotta fight the lawnmowers. It's over, Joker. I am now forklift certified. Anybody who didn't see that, there's fucking... I will say, having the camera move up the slope like that, that's actually kind of impressive. Anybody who hasn't seen that, though, there's a Gianni. Gianni is he's a voice actor, and he started just voicing memes. Okay, then. He started just voicing, like, doing voice acting as memes as a way to, like, I'm guessing that he uses his YouTube channel as a, as effectively like a voice reel. That people can just go look up shit. Because he's incredibly good at doing voices. Like, he's actually very, very good at them. But he voices all sorts of fucking stupid memes. Just because people will, like, ping him. And be like, hey, you want to voice this one? And he's just like, yeah, sure, this sounds like fun. So you can go through there. Or at least it seems that way. If I die, I die. It is what it is. Gianni is very good, yes. If we complete, if we finish or just get done playing with this, move on to finishing more Crash. I mean, maybe. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Crash 1. I grew up playing Crash 3, mainly. Although I'll say that Crash 2 is by far my favorite. Crash 3 has some really fun level design, but... Okay, so it just goes around. You know, I gotta start looking for other music to put on the streams. It's still probably gonna be similar vibes. Maybe a little bit less future funk and more just like general electronic. Although I doubt I'm gonna go like super hard in any electronic stuff. The lag, because everything's trying to render out. Oh, man. Alright. So, I'm thinking I'll probably go for another hour. I don't know if I'm gonna go with this. You know what? I think we've seen enough of this particular, like, scape. Why don't we, try a different set of levels? Also, they made the quit literally just the game over screen. Which is impressive. So we got 2 other levels we can mess with. Hey, Lil OxyClean, how you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Hope, I don't know if you're in school or not, but at some point, I have a vague memory of being like, yeah, they're in school. Hope school went well for you this year. Crash Team Racing is the best Crash Team. I have Crash Team Racing. It's a good fucking game. All I'm saying is Crash Bandit or Crash Bash is fucking awful. Nope. Okay. Well, regardless, I hope you're doing all right. No, 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 bees! Not the bees! On summer break? Hell yeah. Yeah, the bees in this level, basically you just have to memorize where the hives are and not go near them, because if you go near them, I think you're just fucked, unless maybe you can use your tongue on them. This level kind of sucks. That's what I'm saying. I net play co-op Crash Bash with a buddy once. Please tell me you didn't like try to 100% it or anything, because I'm sure that that would have been awful. This is such a short level. Yeah, like what the fuck do you do? Yeah, hell. I own Crash Bash. I played it for fun when I was younger. Yeah, it's terrible. Everything is RNG. A Crash Mario Party clone, yes. Kind of. Is a Crash Mario Party clone where you don't have like an overarching like world map, it's just the mini games. Yeah, we were just trying to get the basic ending. Yeah, that game is hell. I know people who speedrun Crash Bash 200%. I can't explain to you how fucking stupid that sounds to me. Fuck you. One. I don't know where any of the shit is in this level, but this level is awful. I'm gonna beat it, though. I wish we had, like, auto hop or something. I see another one. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck do you even do? You can't, like, hide from the bees or anything. Bees, Churger. Those speedrunners are formidable foes not to be engaged lightly. Well, the problem is, Crash Bash is an almost entirely RNG-based game. Yes, there is some skill, but sometimes the AI will just straight up beat you due to RNG, and there's nothing you can do about it. It makes actually speedrunning that game well awful. There is a ton of RNG in that game. I'm gonna look at the 3-1 level real quick. Keyword for this level is speed. Start out by going north and make sure not to run into any tree stumps or beehives. Make sure you go as fast as possible to avoid the bees. Keep going north and east until you R bridge. I feel like something got cut off there. Head north at the bridge and continue going north to the Red Frog. Okay, so Red Frog is directly north. Blue Frog is several spaces west of the Red Frog. Purple is further west. Orange is further west. Yeah, and then green is west but south. So basically all of them you have to cross the bridge. We wanted to get the final good versus evil minigame, which is just crate throwing. Yeah. I like the crate throwing ones. They were funny. But like, specifically the pogo challenges, I think are the most RNG based in that game. It's fucking absurd. Yeah, like what the fuck do you do here? You don't have auto hop, so you can't just like jump past them. This is nuts, man. This level, you have to like memorize the layout, go for the bridge, and then just fucking book it, man. You literally just have to like mash the buttons. And if you don't mash fast enough, you just get fucked. Like, there are beehives everywhere. I don't know if I can do this right now. I have a PS1 controller somewhere that has turbo on it, which maybe that would be better, because then I could just hold the direction. And I realize, yeah, sure, it's fucking cheating, whatever you want to call it, but like... Yeah, the pogos are just like, it's a fun idea, but, and there's some strategy to it, but the problem is it's all just RNG in the end because you never know what the AI is gonna do. I physically cannot make it over there. I'm going to be traumatized by bug sounds. Okay, so I didn't get caught by anything that time. So maybe that's the strat. Weird that no one can really make a good clone of Mario Party. I think it's because Mario Party's... The only reason that Mario Party works, I think, is because it's basically just a game that happens to have Mario Party characters in it, you know? That sucks. But yeah, there's very few good Mario Party clones out there. Although I do need to play Eminem's Blast at some point for the channel. I'm beating Honeybee Hollow. This game is now background noise, but I'm beating this fucker. Also, Lil OxyClean, I know you just said hey and like you're probably heading out, but I did see you subscribe. Thank you very much for that. You will be showing up on the ticker. It'll be fun. That was dumb. I think the bees might have some sort of line of sight deal. Maybe. Yeah, that's what it seems like. If they can't see you, then you're good. But also, you can just make them not spawn here. Yeah, that's definitely it. It's some weird line of sight shit. That's really fucking annoying, honestly. That's worse. I probably figured this out when I was a kid, and I realized you could just block them with the tree stumps. But, like, this is really fucking annoying, genuinely. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah. That's definitely it. Like, that's not a mechanic that's explained. Again, arcade-style stuff, nothing gets explained. You kind of have to just figure it out with trial and error, and it gets frustrating as fuck. That was my bad for being stupid. But apparently all of the frogs are just across the bridge here. Yo, I love me some MIDI flute sounds. There we go. Okay. I have 0 lives. Let's see what we can do here. Thank you for saying they might have a line of sight thing. Honestly, it's one of those things where, like, when you're playing the game, it's just different. It wouldn't let me hit down. I'm mashing down and it wouldn't go. It's one of those things when you're playing the game, it's really difficult to try and, like, analyze a game like this. Like, it takes a while of, like, sitting down and trying to calmly do it, which you can't really do when you're streaming. Not when you're trying to be entertaining as well. Have you tried the PS1 Qbert yet? I have not seen Qbert. I don't know anything about Qbert. I never got to see anything with Qbert when I was younger, even. But I wouldn't mind playing Qbert. That'd be fun. Qbert's the one about spelling generally, right? It's like Typing of the Dead, but with a weird cartoon dude. That's a mascot that I never learned much about. There's definitely some of the, like, really, really early stuff. Like, I know a lot of, like, PSX stuff and a lot of, like, weirdly a lot of Nintendo stuff, despite not really being a Nintendo kid that much. Like, I had a GameCube, but I don't have an NES or a SNES or an N64. And I've never had one. But I suppose I end up with a lot of people who do like those sort of old Nintendo things. That was also another one of my tiny childhood games. Understandable. Spelling. No, you control this weird orange guy. It hovers over cubes in a pyramid and turns them to one color. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm down. I don't know what I'm thinking of with spelling, but whatever. Look at that. Typing of the Dead is present good, yes. Typing of the Dead is good. It's just goofy, silly. I don't even like House of the Dead. I've never been a big fan of that sort of thing. For somebody who likes gothic horror content, I fucking hate actual horror content. I remember this level. Oh, mama, I remember this level. Goodbye. I have very distinct memories of getting to this level when I was younger and being very excited. Also, yeah, the birds just kill you like that. Game's very fair. I could pull up some, like, old, like, childhood games, basically, like, kids games. I definitely... Pretty sure somewhere we have a copy of, a Sesame Street game for kids. Ooh... I love that Frogger just fucking explodes. Let's see if we can beat Canopy Capers. I don't know where any of the stuff is in this level. This is one of those games where it's like, yeah, I don't blame you for using a guide. There's a lot of these early PS1 games where it's just like, yes, of course you're gonna want a fucking guide for this. Also, squirrels. Good morning, Zero. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you had a good sleep. Once again, this game's... It's not even an FOV thing. It's straight up... I mean, like, sure, it is an FOV in that, like, the angle at which you can see is, like, not very good. If they just zoomed the if they panned the camera back slightly, this game would be more playable. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I actually still, like, enjoy this game for what it is, but it is frustrating as all fuck. Like, what are you supposed to do there? This game's just mean. Leave me alone! Those effects did not look very good. And then guess what? We gotta start all the way over again. Don't get me wrong, it's only like 45 seconds or so, but... Also, yeah, that's not an intuitive way to jump across those. You just hit up. All you have to do there is hit up. Yeah, like, what am I supposed to do there? I 100%ed New Kirby without looking up anything at all. Very nice, man. Yeah, 100%ing a Kirby game is actually really fun, usually. Especially if you don't look anything up and you're just, like, goofing off. Occasionally, you might have to look up something, but usually you can figure it out on your own. I used cheat codes to unlock all the levels, still couldn't do much as a kid. Fair. Entirely fair. Yeah, a lot of the... It's that early PS1 thing, you know? It's that early 3D game thing. Where, yeah, of course the game's just gonna be difficult for no good fucking reason. What am I supposed to do there? Am I supposed to hop over the bird? I feel like some of these are just straight up, oh, you did the cycle wrong, get fucked. Even if you can't tell that you did the cycle wrong at the beginning. What's the point of over here? Well, that was a frog. It was not a spring breeze. Are you sure you weren't playing on spring breeze mode? But yeah, Kirby... It's hard, and it can definitely be, like, it's funny because it's a game where, like, yeah, sure, you can hunt, you can beat it very easily. Like, it just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, and I think that pretty much anybody could beat a Kirby game if they wanted to. But to actually, like, really get it and, like, 100% it takes a lot of effort and sometimes a lot of skill. I'd like to propose that we name this frog Frogbert. Actually, the gold frog showed up on the sides. Maybe that's important. was definitely in wild mode. Gold Frog Pug, yes. I don't know what the Gold Frogs do in this game. I don't know anything about this game because my version of the game didn't come with a manual. And I haven't played this game since I was very, very young. Like I said earlier, I thought that I dreamt this game and it didn't actually exist. But seeing this level right here basically confirms that no, I wasn't just dreaming. That definitely happened. Yeah, like, how am I supposed to see that squirrel there? There was no audio indicator or visual indicator in time. Watching the branch fall immediately afterwards was really funny. Alright, we beat Bee's Sugar, so I feel a little bit better. Let's just move on to the next thing. Did we unlock the next one? Hey, we unlocked the next one. I don't know if it's like you have to unlock a certain, or you have to be a certain number of levels. This game is my worst nightmare. In what sense? Because now I'm curious. Because I played the GBA version, or the GBA, like, sequel to this game, basically. And that was pretty bad. I wonder if the manual explains that. Watched a playthrough of the game some time ago. Do you want to know what the gold frogs do? Yeah, lay it on me, man. I frankly don't care about any sort of, like, spoilers for this game. It's fucking Frogger. This game's ancient. I am curious what everybody else thinks about this game, because I am very, like, fine. I'm very, like, almost, like, desensitized to, like, crap old games that I have to play. I say have to play. I don't have to play anything, but I play them on the channel anyway, because welcome to not sponsored, by the way. Gold Frog! When the game's difficulty is derived from it just being very difficult to play. Yeah, no, it's just hard. There's nothing special about the game. The game is just hard, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Even Dark Souls, a game that, like, everybody likes to talk about how difficult it is. Dark Souls isn't difficult in the sense that, yeah, it's supposed to be, like, super fucking piss hard. No, that game's difficulty is derived from the fact that you just can make the difficulty yourself by changing the armor and changing a bunch of other stuff that you use. You can change your armor, you can change your weapon, you can use elemental weaknesses, you can do all sorts of stuff to make Dark Souls easier than it is. Or than it seems, rather. Frogger, but is Bloodborne. I mean, that's just the joke we make every stream, right? That's like every one of these streams. We're just like, hey, it's Bloodborne, look at this shit. I want to play Bloodborne. I don't have a PS4, and I'm not getting a PS5 anytime soon, so I'm just sort of stuck not playing Bloodborne until they release it on PC. That being said, Bloodborne PSX is really good if anybody hasn't played it yet or hasn't heard about it. It's a demake that somebody made of Bloodborne into the PlayStation 1 style, and it's extremely fun. Dark Frogs, Elden Frog. The Elden Frog. Yeah, Bloodborne PSX is very good. Also, the same person is currently developing Bloodborne Kart, which is going to be a, like, Mario Kart style kart racer with Bloodborne characters and mechanics. So that's going to be very fun. I highly recommend people check that out. Goodbye. So Gold Frogs, there's one in each of the worlds. Okay, I gathered that much already, just based off of how they showed up on the screen. You need to collect all of them to unlock the ending, the singular ending. Got it. Much appreciated, T-Got. It didn't register my up input until, like, it delayed it. There was, like, a lag there. I hit the button when the platform was coming up, and it just decided, it was like, nope. Bye. You know what this, the instruments used here remind me of? It reminds me of the cooking minigame from Breath of the Wild. the little, like, jingle that they would play. It's like the same MIDI instruments. Yes, Frog Ring. I like Frog Ring. We were just talking about this earlier. I'm sure that somebody has engaged to their significant other with a ring that's just with like a wedding band or whatever that it just has like a frog on it. All right, so that's 2. Just gonna wait on this one. I'm digging the music for this game though. It's actually pretty good. Okay, there's the green frog. Okay, so you can't get to it from this way. You have to come all the way around the other side. I'm just gonna die then. Because I don't have time to go get any of the other ones. So I have to go around the right side, or the left side, I suppose. Either way works. I don't mind levels like this that have just straight cycles on them. But it's a little more annoying in a time... when you're in a timed space like this, it means that if you, like, mess up by, like, a small margin, you suddenly lose the ability to get anything in the level. Which is frustrating. I thought I was gonna go over there, that's my bad. This isn't bad, though. The more I, like, sit and play with this game, yes, it's got a lot of issues. One of them being the fact that it's, like, tile-based, but also has moving platforms that don't move in the tile in the same way that the tiles do. But it's still pretty good. It's not, like, an awful game by any means. I used to think a lot when I was younger. I read in some point in a... It was one of those, like... It was like a 200-page, like, we printed out, like, a 200-page, like, game facts walkthrough for Spyro 3, I believe? Or no, Spyro 1. And, that was just me being stupid. And it mentioned somewhere in there that, like, yeah, sure, most people would be, most people would try to jump right first. If given a choice between right and left, most people would try and jump right. And so, I almost always exclusively go for the left, but I've been finding as I'm getting older, I still end up going for the right more, and I don't know if that's because I'm right-handed, or because I stopped thinking about things that way, stopped thinking so critically, or what, you know? And it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it's an interesting thought, I suppose. Grab that one up just in case. Yeah, that's what I figured was gonna happen, so I'm glad I grabbed the one up. Frogger's Frantic Factory. Frogger's Fanatic Factory. He's making a cult, guys. This is a good vibe, though. I'm digging this game. I'm digging this level, at the very least. Oh, you gotta go back over to these. There we go. That's a level done. Look at that. Next up, Platform Madness. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, no. Ooh, that's a frame rate drop and a half, buddy. Oh, they just drop on you. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at the frame rate and trying to figure out what the platforms were doing in front of me. Ooh. Again, the fact that he just explodes at the end of it is really funny to me. Alright, well, let's get a little bit farther in. Let's see what's happening on Frogger's big world tour here. Dark Cavern. Oh, good. 3 dimensions. Yes, 3 dimensions and a shit ton of lag. Oh. Oh, no. I know how this is gonna work. Arachnophobia warning. They look like they don't look very intimidating, but arachnophobia warning just in case. I hate these fucking levels. These levels exist in Crash 2 and 3, and they're just the most frustrating fucking things ever. For some reason, this reminds me of never beaten Super Mario Bros. 3. I haven't either. It's because that game is piss hard. That game is very, very hard for, admittedly, probably not the best reasons. Oh, wow, they're all just over here. Okay. Oh, but now I have to navigate. See, actually, never mind. I like this because it's not just like, oh, you have to rush through the level as fast as you can with the light. It's, do you remember the route that you just took to go get the other frogs? Because that's where you're going to find the rest of the frogs. That's smart. I like that. Also, sometimes that just happens because you don't have a good field of view there. This is some groovy fucking music. This is some 90s shit, man. I'm digging it. Okay. I also find World more fun. Fair. World is like a... It's not a better game. It's intentionally an easier game because Super Mario Bros. 3 was made for the people who liked Super Mario Bros. 2, aka Super Mario Bros. The Lost Worlds, which is the actual Super Mario Bros. 2 and not Doki Doki Panic reskinned. At the time, dark levels were a good showcase of technology. Yeah, they were, because they let you show that you can... Well, in some cases it might just be a vignette effect, but they let you show, like, light levels in a game, like, actively, like, live updating light levels in a game, which is really cool. Even if all the lighting's baked in, like, all the shading is baked in, like, you can still, like, see the lighting effects happening. So we found 3 of them, right? I don't care if I die a bunch of times on this. That is part of the upside to this sort of thing, I guess. Yeah, I don't care if I die a bunch of times on this segment, though. I just really want to, like, explore this and see if I can find where all the frogs are on my own. Okay, there's red. So red's off in the right corner, which means that the other one's probably off in the left corner, if I had to take a guess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess you could go around the outside and hope. The little sound that the spiders make is kind of neat. See, now I'm just thinking about that SpongeBob episode where Patrick... I don't even remember which episode it was. I think it was... Was it Secret Box? Where Patrick is, like, trying to sleep, and SpongeBob's trying not to wake him up, and he's trying to look in the box, and then... Patrick just starts, like, having this nightmare about spiders and smashes the shit out of SpongeBob with the box. Like, repeatedly. Okay, so nothing there. This is... Okay, yeah. So it's right corner, left corner, center, and you can get to all of them from basically the same route except for the red one. And the nice part is that, you know what I like about this level? The camera's not really fucking disorienting. Because there's no rotation of platforms, it's just dark room. So you can actually keep track of, like, where you are with some consistency. Red. That's the episode where SpongeBob's house gets eaten by nematodes. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was Secret Box because that episode also involves SpongeBob trying to, like, exist in Patrick's space while he's asleep. This music, the instrumentation in this and like the general vibe of this kind of reminds me of yeah, I'm just probably just gonna die here. It reminds me of some of the Sonic Heroes soundtrack, funny enough. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. One more time, kids. We'll mess with this one a little bit, we'll see how the next level is, and then we can just skip down into the other levels. I like that they went for a larger variety of levels, as opposed to just having, like, a singular progression that you have to go through every world with. Because that's frankly just not as fun most of the time. Alright, let's grab green. Because I know I can do that pretty much fine. Unless the spider hops out at the exact same time. Again, small problem with dark levels. And enemies that don't show up on anything. Like, you don't necessarily need, like, radar, but something to help keep track of enemies would be nice, you know? Sonic Heroes! Hey, look, don't diss Sonic Heroes. I have watched several people play through Sonic Heroes recently, and yes, that game sucks, but it sucks in a fun way. It's like my favorite game that sucks ever, and that might be some bias because I grew up with it, but also I don't think the game's awful. Yeah. Oh! Ribbit. How about that? Thank you, Alex, for saying ribbit, despite... I'm pretty sure you didn't know that that's what that did. But that's very convenient, thank you. But yeah, I actually like Sonic Heroes for what it is. I never 100%ed it because fuck 100%ing that game, but... I just updated my movies list. Want to guess how many movies I've seen in theaters so far this year? How many? No. I didn't forget the ribbit thing. I didn't think that the ribbit thing caused more light to show up. Look at that. Ribbit. Everybody just remind me to ribbit every now and then. It's not that because, like, I know where all the frogs are now. That's not the problem. The problem is just I can't see shit. But this lets you see a lot more of the map. I never even completed it. Oh, Sonic Heroes? Yeah, no, it's fucking... It's a hard game. It's a difficult game. It's a very difficult game. I don't blame anybody for not completing that fucking mess. Let's go. I still haven't watched Morbius. Yeah, Alex, as far as how many movies, okay, well, how many weeks have been in this year? So far. So we're about halfway through the year, so it's like 25-ish. I don't know, we'll say 12 movies. My list is 45 movies long, but one of those is canceled, so 44 movies. Gotcha. Cancel for technical difficulties. What fucking movie was that? It's Morbin time. Did you watch Morbius? Because I haven't, and I don't really have an intention to, but... Oh god, I remember this level now. No, not this! It lags so bad. Very nice, though. Super happy for you, man. I love how pathetic that animation looks. I don't know, something about that just gets to me. I've not seen a movie as bad as Morbius in some years. Okay, so did you watch the new Matrix movie? Because I watched that one, and I watched it when I was in a very bad mindset. I fucking loved the first, like, 45 minutes of that movie. But aside from that, that movie, it was very okay. I think I've watched, like, 2 movies this year. I've only watched a handful. I watched most of the Batman. We watched, like, 2/3 of the Batman and then gave up. The theater was having issues with the projector. They initially just delayed the start, but then they had to cancel. It was when I tried to see Red Rocket. I gotcha. I'm not even familiar with that one. Unfortunately, I just don't see much visual, like, much, like, video media anymore outside of, like, streamers and stuff. Which is... it's mostly my fault, but at the same time, like, I just kind of wish that I could, like, that I had the, like, capacity to see more. I chose not to watch that. It sounds ridiculous. Oh, man. The Batman was okay. Morbius, I've chosen not to watch it unless I get it for, like... I may get it as a, I may watch it as, like, a joke, but even at that point, I'm pirating it. Okay, that's my recommendation to everybody. Just pirate it. Damn it, I went over it again. I don't like movies that much. Sitting still for 2 hours is just not comfortable for me. Entirely fair. That's kind of my issue. It's more just like I have so many other things that I want to do, and honestly, even when I do want to do them, a lot of the time I end up just sitting there and not really feeling capable of doing much other than sitting there. Which is why streams are kind of nice, because they're sort of head-empty content, and they're like, seat of your pants, you know? You're just doing whatever you feel like. Goodbye. Plus, I like active discussion during movies, and most people do not like that. I love doing it, but also it can be very distracting from the movie. I like shitting on movies when I'm watching them. Even if I like them, I will shit on them constantly. And it's nothing, like, against the movie. A lot of the time, I will shit on movies because I like them. I love The Batman. Pretty long movie. It's like a 3-hour movie. We only watched 2 hours of it, and then we were going to watch more, and then a bunch of drama got in the way, and we stopped watching it. We were just like, nope, we don't have time for this right now, unfortunately. Oh, fucking hell. This is a miserable level. Alright, cool. And then we're going to die and game over, and we're going to have to do it again. At this point, I feel like Sony might give away Morbius as a PS Plus subscriber benefit. I kind of hope so. That'd be really good, actually. I would enjoy that. I would love to see I love seeing stupid shit like that. I always talk during movies. I love doing it. Like, my friends, unfortunately, some of my friends... So, like, I was watching Blade Runner. I fucking love Blade Runner. But I was talking through some of it, and I could tell that one of my friends was just, like, getting annoyed, and he just wasn't saying much during it. I'm just like, alright, I'll shut up. I love Blade Runner regardless. Because I have never watched a movie in 4K until I watched it with my friend. It was the 4K it was the 4K Blu-ray of Blade Runner. That looks gorgeous on a 4K TV that's color tuned properly. I love it. But yeah, I like talking during movies, which is why also I don't tune into a lot of Discord movie nights, because a lot of them are like, hey, we gotta, you know, don't talk during them, and then I'm like, that's fair, but also I like talking. This is some good soundtrack. This is some very soundtrack. Never watched all of Blade Runner. It's worth it. It's very good. Although, I recommend watching the final cut. And the final cut can be very, Wait, so what the fuck's the point of that? Is it just to, like, grab the extra life there, I guess? Discord movie night for Morbius went. Look, if y'all want a Discord movie night, unfortunately, it's going to take precedence over one of my streams, because I only have so much free time, and I really do need some time to chill by myself most days. The music in this level is so over the top. Thank you, Zero. Loony balloonies. This is where Bugs Bunny goes when he dies. I will say, and I think I talked about this on, I talked about this earlier, last stream as well. There's an album that just got put out called Level Select by Pizza Hotline, and it's incredibly good. I recommend it a lot if you like this sort of like late 90s, early 2000s video game music. Some Rayman 2 meets Phil Collins nonsense, yes. The proper way to watch Morbius is through Discord with way too much compression. I mean, I can add extra compression. Oof. I like that. You know what's a nice touch about this? I like that they made the sky, like they made the skybox, the land box move, whatever you want to call it. The skybox to the level, that thing that they just put where it's just like a JPEG on the background. That. The thing that's in the background right now. Why did I do that? It's raining cats and frogs. And maybe a dog. But yeah, I like this. This is fun. Oh, that bug gives you more time in the level. Shit. That means that they probably want you to get more time in the level. I heard Rayman 2 meets Phil Collins. Yeah, it's just they put the Tarzan soundtrack in Rayman 2. You didn't know that? I'm kidding. That is a fucking lie. Also, you can just kill yourself doing that, which is funny. Nope, that's too high up. Frogger fell into a cloud, which is supposedly soft, even though you can't even really land on them. Let's skip. Oh, no, we can't skip that one. There are a lot of levels of this game. I didn't expect there to be this many levels of this game. I'll admit the variety is making me feel better about the game. Goodbye. What was the context of? Oh, we're talking about this this level. I will say, I don't like how much people have decided that, like, the only way to, like, properly, like, show what video games are like is by comparing them to other video games. It's like, oh, it's just Dark Souls meets blank, or like, oh, it's just Sonic the Hedgehog but different, and it's like, okay, it's one thing for like common people to talk like that. It's one thing for, I say common people like the fucking video game royalty, but like, it's one thing for like normal people to talk like that. It's another thing for like video game journalists to constantly talk like that. The game sound was a bit quiet for me with the multi-stream drifting. Here, let me turn it up a little bit for you. Comfy. Except it doesn't play on the pause screen. Bad game. This is like Mario, but yeah, exactly. I hate that shit. Not this. This isn't like Phil Collins. Okay, maybe this is a little bit like Phil Collins. I could imagine Phil Collins doing something weird like this in a game. They definitely tried a lot of ideas with this game. Yeah, you can't jump once that happens. That's dumb. I'm a bit lost on this level, admittedly. Like, yeah, I can get the green one. Let's have a look way down here. Cloud Zone, 4 levels. Hop north on the bird that flies. At the north end of the cloud the green frog used to be on. Wait for a small bird to fly by. Okay, so there's more birds. This is a good vibe, though. This is very PS1. And that probably sounds weird to anybody who, like, doesn't deal with this sort of stuff a lot. What a bad parent. He loses his kids every 5.5 minutes. Oddly specific, but yeah. Nobody said Frogger was a good parent. Oh, you get on the tiny bird. Or not, apparently. It says hop onto the bird. So maybe I just missed. It sure as fuck didn't look like it, though. Remember to stay hydrated, y'all. It's very important. There we go. Oh god, there's a shit ton of balloons. I don't know about this game. Holy heck, do I gotta replay and 100% the Tarzan game at some point? I 100%ed that game when I was a kid. I also have like 3 copies of it for some reason. Tiny bird equals tiny hitbox, yeah. Problem is, this is a tile-based game, so it really shouldn't be like that. But whatever. Whatever, man. But yeah, I agree. Frogger's a bad parent. Tarzan is a fun game, though. Tarzan for the PSX is a pretty fun game. It's not perfect by any means. There's a bunch of jank and weird shit, and honestly, 100%ing it, it was not very fun, if I remember right. But, who knows, it'll hopefully be a good time. I hope you have fun with it. Dehydrate before you alive-drate. What is alive-drating? Is that just bleeding? Help. I'm running out of platforms. See, here's where I'm running into, like, oh, this is an intuition problem, because, like, you made a game that's not intuitive, because you've seen the storks be used as platforms before, but all the birds have ever done, all the smaller birds have ever done in the game is just kill you up to this point. So there's no reason for you to believe that you should be able to, like, do that, you know? There's no reason for you to be able to believe that you can, like, ride on the smaller birds. And yeah, I know, I'm just, like, whining about a fucking kids game from 1997, but, you know. What a confusing mess of temporary platforms. Yeah, I am a little concerned about that. Like, just from a level design perspective, like, what the fuck is happening? You can just ride the bird over, I guess. Duck. I like this. This is a good vibe. It's just confusing. Also, now there's no reference point except for the ducks as to where you are, so it's a little more confusing. Is there anything up here? No, it's just a gigantic loop that takes way too long to reset. I heard one of them. Yeah, like, I can't even make it over there. Goose. Duck, duck, goose. I'm having a good time with this level. Honestly, for how, like, esoteric and fucking bizarre this game is, it's not awful. Also, depth perception is always an issue, especially in early 3D. These are the slowest fucking flying geese ever. Motherfucker! Birds up! This is, in fact, the worst show on TV. Bird up. I do kind of like that they show the end of the level, because I'm assuming that blue frog is basically the end of the level in front of you. But I think I'm good on this level. It's very calming music, though. I liked it. Feels a lot less stressful than some of the early stuff. Let's do another retro level. Retro 3 is where things start getting, like, really whack. I was gonna try and hop, and I didn't have enough time. This is just what a normal highway looks like. Oh. I like this remix of the Frogger theme, though. It's very nice. Alright, easy. Oh, they fucking dove. Okay. The Gru Station 5. I don't know. I don't hate this. So let's go back to Platform Madness. That was funny. By funny, I mean laggy as shit. Not a very well-designed level. I know that, like, lag wasn't really an issue with early 3D a lot of the time, but, like, come on, man. Oh, you can't jump into those at all. I thought maybe you could jump on top of the fucking crates, but I don't know, man. This game's not intuitive. Well, at least you can see all the frogs here. I should have gone down and then left. 12 FPS, if that. This is pretty bad. Hey, look at that. We got our frame rate back, folks. I'd argue that if this ran better, this would be a pretty well-designed level. But at the same time, this game was just kind of, it just kind of existed. I don't know who liked this. I don't know if they made this. Also, am I just fucked now? Do those not come back? I don't know if, like, this game got popular or if it was just, like, people played it a ton. Or, like, maybe the company just got overzealous and excited. You know? Maybe that was it. Comfy. By the way, the game does not have any autosave. You have to go into the options and save your Frogger data. Do I even have a PS1 memory card? I know I have one up here. Hold up. Let me do a little bit of fumbling around here. I think I'm done with this, though. It's also just about noon. While it is unfortunate, I've got other plans for the day, and so I think I'm going to have to call it here. There you are. Good old Mad Catz third-party memory card in the translucent, or the transparent purple plastic. We had 3 of these. I don't think we ever had an official Sony memory card. Like, ever. This menu is pretty baller. I actually like... This game had a lot of interesting stylistic choices to it, but I think that ultimately it just isn't very good. Yeah, good night, Frogger. Alright, let's save some Frogger data. Hope y'all are ready to save this sick-ass Frogger data. They aren't lily pads, they're Pac-Man with food poisoning. Fair enough. Checking for memory cards. No memory card present. So does it check when you start the game? Oh. There we go. I was gonna say, does it only check when you start the game and then flip shit if you try and put one in? Memory card is full. Okay, that sucks. Alright, we're not playing Frogger again, guys. I was gonna say, yeah, you know what? Let's save it. Maybe we'll play this again. Nah. Nah, we're not bothering. Yeah, this was an interesting stream. I had a good time with this. This was a weird stream for me, too, because I was basically just reliving shit that I had done in my childhood and hadn't seen since I was, like, 5. And I realized that I say, like, oh, this is something I played when I was a kid. No, this is one of the games that I played when I was a kid. I'd say this was worth the, like, $7 I paid for it. Yeah, I'm down for this. Maybe we'll play it again at some point. Maybe one day I'll put up I'll do a marathon where I just try and beat Frogger. I'll buy you a memory card. I have a memory card. I just don't have another memory card up here. that's gonna work, and I don't feel like bothering with it. I can get PS1 memory cards, don't worry. Which, by the way, PS1 memory cards, you can plug them into a PS2, but you can only use them for PS1 games, and vice versa, which means you can't use PS2 memory cards for PS1 games as far as I'm aware. Which sucks. But yeah, getting high capacity memory cards for this sort of stuff is super, super good. PS1 was my main tiny childhood system, same. Rad to also see a game I also played. Yeah, 100%. I tend to play a decent amount of PS1 games. When I was a small child, it was mostly PS1 stuff, and then it moved on to GameCube stuff, which is different. It's a very different vibe than this jank-ass console. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play next week. Where's my book? Hold up. Let's just talk about it now. So, I mean, we could play Rayman, but I'm not going to finish Rayman. I'm going to get 2 levels into Rayman, and I'm going to get stuck on Bandland, and then I'm going to give up. We all know how that works. I mean, I could always go through Spyro again. Any of the Spyro games. I can speedrun Spyro 1, but not the others, really. I can cross off Eminem's Shell Shocked. I've got Pokemon Coliseum, which I was given as a gift by a friend of mine, and I would love to play that on stream. Something GameCube. I mean, Coliseum. We got Frogger. Played any of the new Raymans? No, I haven't played anything except for Rayman 1, actually. And I suppose Raving Rabbids, because some of those games count. The early ones, not the new ones. Even the so-called Rayman Redemption still kicks my ass. Yeah, I feel you on that. Like Origins or Legends? No, I have not played any of the Rayman games except for the original. I've never owned a Rayman game except for the original. So, let me see. Heresy? Nope. I implore you to. Tell you what, maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. Let me have a look on my Steam library and see what shit that I have installed that I haven't played yet. Because there's a decent chance that there's something in there that we can play. Wait, I have Humongous Games. Maybe we play some Humongous Games. Alright, so what do we got in here? Origins is also amazing. Fair enough. Let me check. Desktop view. Okay. That should work, I think. I'll gladly share libraries with you. Hey, you know what? Same to you, man. I don't mind sharing. I'd rather have people get to play things they like. Turok. I've never played Turok. That's a thought, though. Alright, what do we got? Humongous? Yes, we got Humongous. No, that's stuff like Freddy Fish, Spy Fox, stuff like that, like those kids point-and-click adventures, Pajama Sam, which honestly a lot of you in the UK might not have even heard of. I don't know how popular those games were over there. Still gotta play more Bayonetta. We'll get back to that, though. Because I don't think I can do 3 streams a week consistently and feel good about myself. I need time to rest and relax. Borderlands 2, need to play it at some point. Borderlands 3, need to play it at some point. We could play more Chex Quest again. For anybody who doesn't know, Chex Quest is basically just Doom, and this is a remake of the original Chex Quest. I wanted Turok and Yoshi's Story for a weekend. Back in the day, it was a good dinosaur weekend. That is a good dinosaur weekend. Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Somebody gifted me this the other day. And this looks really fun. It looks like a roguelike. I'm going to try it on my own, but I'll get back to you guys on that one at some point. I like Dark Souls 2. I've never beaten it, but I like Dark Souls 2. There's a lot of issues with it, but it's cool. Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is good. I do want to play it more. I haven't... So the last time I played Baldur's Gate 3, I was on my old computer, and it was still in early access, and the game ran like absolute shit on it. It should run fine now. Yeah, I know it's still not done. But also, that was on my old computer. So this one should run it just fine. I should not have issues with it here. I was playing through Dark Souls Remastered on my own. That was a good time. Johansson, I know we still need to get into Darksiders Genesis and Darksiders 3. We will get to them, I promise. Golfy, roguelite deck building mini golf. That sounds like fun, actually. I'm writing that down. Yeah, I kind of like how I do my Sunday series, though. It's fun. I think that I do a good job with my Sunday series. I think that it's a good vibe. The idea just being like, what if? And I realize that playlist isn't playing. Please play. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there, Johansson. Unfortunately, I have a prior commitment with Death Stranding, and also I want to keep doing Sunday streams. I'm going to do the Devil May Cry 5 stream. I know it's been months. Now that my internet is sorted out, I feel way better about it. I really want to get... So, I'll give you guys this one. I really want to get another Stinger done. I want to get another Stinger transition set up. Specifically for, like, Devil May Cry 5. And unfortunately, it's a very complex Stinger transition, and I don't really know how to do it, so I'm learning how to do it. And it's going to take a while. I was also gifted this. I still haven't played it. I need to play this at some point. I like New Vegas. I know that 4 is not the same thing at all, but I would like to at least try it. Community Day, guys. Garfield Kart. Just saying, I'm putting it on the list. Anybody who wants to get Garfield Kart, you're more than welcome to join. Speaking of kart racers, there's Genso Skydrift again, which is very fun, but I don't think I'm going to play it again on stream. I want to play this with Luke, and I want this to be a recorded session, so nobody can spoil shit for us. Or at least I'm going to turn off chat. Or, like, monitor chat. I still haven't played Helltaker. Maybe at some point. Hollow Knight's good. This is a game I've been wanting to play for years, and I keep putting it off because I want to stream it or record it and like record my reactions to it because I know it's fucking wild. This is a Suda51 game. This might be his first game that came out. Anybody who doesn't know, Suda51's the guy who did No More Heroes. Very unique style of game. Garfield Kart is ridiculous. Yes. I almost want to just play Metal Gear Rising again because I fucking love Metal Gear Rising. Mirror's Edge is a very good game. Catalyst is a different game. Not bad, just different. And playing this on my own in my free time. Okami HD, I'm probably going to play Okami off stream. I've got both the PS2 version and the HD version on PC. There we go, Pajama Sam. Let's go. We will be playing some stupid point and clicks. I'll be hosting one myself for Sunbreak on Thursday. Yeah, go ahead, man. You can use my server for it if you want. Like, I don't care. You guys can do what you want there. If you just want to like announce, like, hey, heads up, I'm doing a community day for Sunbreak. Anybody who wants to join is more than welcome to join. By all means, go for it, man. I want to see people play games and have fun. I still need to buy Redout 2. I've been putting it off. Gotta ignore the story and open world for Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and it's good. Fair. I feel like that's ignoring a lot of the game, but fair. Yeah, of course, Walker Pierce. Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. It's always nice to have you guys hanging out. And I think on Sundays, I was talking about this earlier, I like the vibe that I'm putting off on Sundays. Just like weird, like goofy games that don't really make a ton of sense or are otherwise just odd. You know, old PlayStation 1 games, really jank fucking games from ages ago. That's the vibe. Which is why I'm not playing Risk of Rain 2 on Sunday streams. Now, Saints Row the Third, maybe. Yeah, they padded it out unnecessarily. Fair enough. Maybe we do some not sponsored Shenmue again. I wouldn't mind that. I'm not playing Reignited Trilogy on stream. If I played Spyro on stream, I'm playing the originals. Hey, I'm just glad y'all are having fun. Okay, that's the goal. The Surge is not going to be a good Sunday stream game. Ultra Kill might be a good Sunday stream game. I fucking love Ultra Kill. This game slaps, okay? It's about to go up in price towards the end of the summer because they're putting out an update that's going to release more of the content for the game. If you like old school shooters or Devil May Cry, this game just takes those two things and combines them. It lets you do sick-ass combos in a first-person shooter, like old school first-person shooter. It is super fun. VR chat. Probably not doing VR chat on stream, just saying. And Yakuza games are another series that I really want to save for stream. But I might not. I don't know yet. It might just be something where I'm not playing through the whole game on stream, because frankly, streaming things once a week and I only have so many games that I can get through in a given week, I want to start playing more games for myself instead of reserving stuff for stream. As much as I loved playing Yakuza 0 on stream, I think I might just do this one on my own. Or maybe I'll do it in like the Discord server or something on days that I'm not streaming. I have no idea. Same reason why I'm not playing Nier Automata on stream. Is basically why. But anyway, yeah, so we got plenty of stuff to do. Where did Zool go? I'm installing Zool right now. We're playing Zool next week, fuck it. Zool is happening next week. Anybody who doesn't know, Zool is another mascot platformer. I believe that Zool was the, like, 7-Up mascot or something along those lines. It's just marketed as a... Okay, so it's just a mascot platformer. It doesn't look like it's connected to any particular thing. Ooh, VR chat, and it's us trying to find the weirdest worlds. The problem is there's very little moderation in VR chat, and I wouldn't want to end up doing something awful there. Not like I think we've run into anybody that's being that weird, but also VR chat just exhausts me. Something about being in a call, something about being in like a digital call with people really just fucking exhausts me, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's not being able to see faces and having to like interpret interactions and stuff. Something about it just exhausts me horribly. But anyway, yeah, we'll play some Zool next week. I played a couple levels of it. The first level is Chupa Chups Lollipops. Not sure about the later ones. Okay, that's enough for me. We got a tie-in. All right, but anyway, y'all, you guys have a good week. Make sure you get plenty of rest. Eat good food. Stay hydrated. Keep stretching. Go for walks. Work out. Whatever. Take care of yourselves. I will be happy to talk to you guys throughout the week. Check out the Discord server. Check out my Twitter if you want to keep up with what I'm talking about. Just take care of yourselves, alright? Be safe. There's a lot of stupid shit out there, and there's a lot of crazy people out there. All that I can say is you don't really know what people are going through. Try and be kind. Be kind to others. I know that I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm like not really the wholesome, like, streamer guy who's like, you know, sitting here always telling people to like take care of themselves. I'm a dick sometimes. I'm a dick because it's funny, but like, take care of yourselves, all right? Be safe. Have a good one. Happy time zone, and we will see you guys next week. Let me send you guys off with some fast fucking polka. I can't hear the polka. This makes this way funnier. Anyway, I'll see you all next week, alright?